Hey you lot, Spartan here with an update video about where I've been for the past, I don't know how long it's been a while. I honestly had a break much longer than I expected to. So, let me explain exactly what happened. So, as you saw, I made an announcement on my channel ages ago that said, hey, I've got my new CPU, I'm going to install it, and then I'm going to be able to make videos faster than normal now, because yeah, I'll have better CPU, because my CPU was bottlenecking my computer, as in it was like the worst piece of technology that I have in it. So, I was like, yeah, seems like a good time to replace it, and I'll just do whatever with that. So, a bit after that, I replaced my CPU with my new CPU. Now, I did that, and then I installed it, and blah 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 blah. I booted up my computer, and it just wouldn't load. So I was like, okay, what is the issue that is causing this? So I did a quick Google search and found out that, okay, usually when this happens, it's the fault of the power supply. And I'm like, okay, my power supply is pretty old, and, you know, it's kind of hard to work in Australia with stuff like that, and considering that I ran my computer a lot of the times with no, like, super good cooling system, and, you know, the summers in this place are extreme, so I was like, okay, yeah, power supply probably died. So I ordered a new power supply, it wasn't that expensive, and still wouldn't boot up. So I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on here, I'm going to call in a professional. So I called up a repair place, and they took a look at my computer, and they found out that the new CPU that I bought isn't actually technically compatible with my motherboard, even though it says it is. It's a replacement for the old CPU, but my motherboard is slightly out of date and wasn't, like, fit for that, so I'm going to need a new motherboard replacement for that. So I was like, ugh, okay. And then I was like, wait, hang on, if it's gonna take me a while to get a new motherboard, let me try and mess with my old motherboard to see if I can actually get it to work. Because the problem that the new CPU caused, which meant that my old CPU also wouldn't work, is that when installing my new CPU, I had actually pushed down a few of the receiver pins in the, like, little zone that you put the CPU, so I couldn't even use my old CPU. But thanks to lazy engineering, I managed to use a pair of scissors and, like, a set of tweezers and actually, yeah, refix and realign the pins, so now that my old CPU does work with my old motherboard. And that's basically where I'm at right now. Yeah, I didn't actually get a new motherboard yet because, you know, full disclosure, I'm not made of money, basically. And I'm going to need to wait a while before I get some cash or something like that to actually replace it, to actually make videos faster. And I was kind of putting off making videos because, okay, one of the reasons why I wanted to replace my old CPU in the first place is because Sony Vegas takes a lot of power from my computer, as in I can barely do anything while it's, like, running, aside from, like, maybe watch a video or two. I can't really do anything else if I set aside time to render videos, which is the biggest issue I face, and one of the reasons why I put off upgrading my CPU for the longest time. So basically, I'm going to need to acquire funds in order to get a new motherboard and stuff like that, which is why I was like, okay, my computer may actually be a bit weaker than before, considering that the pins are, well, it works, but I don't know if it's actually been weakened by me fiddling with them, or just messing with the thing in general for the first place. So, yeah, I was kind of putting off starting up Sony Vegas to make this video and edit it down and stuff like that, so, yeah. Basically, all you need to know is, I should get back to making videos soon. I don't know exactly what I was going to do as the next thing I was going to do. You know what? Seeing as this is an update video and you're watching this, I'm gonna give you, the viewer, the, input on what I would do. So, I was gonna play Black Inquiry eventually, that can be the next thing that I do, considering I finished my last series just recently. Dokapon, I could just go back to making that. I still have, videos I need to render and upload and stuff like that. I've got tons of footage left, I just haven't got around to doing it. I was supposed to do it recently, but, you know, as I said, don't really want to boot up Sony Vegas. This is kind of like a Turing test to see how well it can do in my, you know, state of the matter right now. And there was another thing I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a Risk of Rain 2 video about the power of the Irradiant Pearl, considering that, like, everyone knows it's super rare, but everyone doesn't really know how exactly powerful it is. It's really good, but yeah. Considering you're watching this video, I'll give you the choice of which of those three you want to actually see first, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of updates and stuff like that. I should get back to making videos regularly if Sony Vegas decides to be nice. I guess if you want to attempt to give me money in an attempt to, like, speed up this process of me purchasing a new motherboard and doing stuff faster, I don't really have a Patreon or anything like that, so it's a bit difficult, but you can, like, donate to my PayPal, I guess, which is just my email address, which I'll stick in the description, because why not? But, yeah, you're not obligated to or anything, it'll just help me slightly, considering the price of the motherboard is, well, first off I need to check exactly one that fits with my RAM, and stuff like that. But yeah, that should be all for this video. Why would you enjoy an update video? There's no reason to. But yeah, I hope you are lessened in your stress about me, if you have any at all, about why I'm gone. But yeah, that's about it. See you in the next thing that I make.